Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be actually learning about how to make, that's right, ranger beads. Ranger beads are essential with regard to learning how to focus on your pace count movement when you're tracking distance with land navigation. The bottom level, these are what's called your meters. And on top, this is what your kilometers. Now you can also do this with also miles if you wanted to. If you're tracking yourself, let's say going around a track, you can utilize 4 of these for how many times you've gone around the track, and 1 of these for how many miles you've actually done. But for us to learn, we're going to see how to actually physically make ranger beads in this quick tutorial so you can know how to do this for yourself. So without further ado, let's begin. Hey guys, today we're going to be learning how to make ranger beads for land navigation. So let's see what we're going to need. First, it's going to be paracord, or also known as 550 cord. Secondly, we're going to be needing beads such as these. These are wooden beads cut out so you can use in the paracord. And then we're going to need a needle so we can actually use the thread that's inside the paracord. And then we're going to need a ruler of some sort so we can measure out the amount of paracord we need. Scissors, of course, so we can cut and to make the proper cuts where we need to in this project. We're also going to be needing some kind of pliers. Here I have my Leatherman. Then we're also going to need a little thing of maybe matches or a lighter. For me, I got matches here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to measure 22 inches in length of our paracord. And then we're going to bend the cord over and we're going to make a cut right here. So basically we're going to have 44 inches in length. Right? Then we're going to pull the actual string that's inside the paracord out, and we're going to utilize one of the strings so that we can actually put the beads on. So we're going to separate one string out of the whole mesh that we have here, and we're going to take this string and we're going to thread it inside our needle. Okay? But before we do that, we're going to take the string, we're going to loop it inside the actual loop bend that we're going to put at the end of our paracord so that we can actually put it onto the actual paracord itself. As you can see here, I'm putting it on. Now we're going to get the needle threaded. So we're going to put both ends inside the actual needle. I got the first end, now I'm going to get the second end, so both ends are in there. Once I'm done finished with threading the actual needle, then we're going to get ready to actually put the beads on. Okay? So what we're going to use is we're going to put the beads through the actual needle, and then we're going to be passing it through onto the actual paracord. So here we're going to put 5 beads. This is going to represent the 5 kilometers of distance. I've already got 1 bead on here, and I'm going to put another bead on, and that was the wrong size, so I'm going to get the right size on here. So here we got 1, and then I'm going to put the second, so I'm going to do all the way till I get 5 full beads onto this actual needle here, and pulling it down, as you can see, through the thread, and of course at the end it's going to be able to connect onto the actual paracord itself. And when I'm done getting the 5, I'm actually going to push it on through so it gets onto the actual paracord, and you'll be able to see as I push it through. So you see the connection here at the back end where my finger is. I'm going to pull it through, and as I pull it through using the actual leftover rope, you just see it connects right back onto, and it immediately slides onto the actual paracord. So these 5 beads, like I said, it represents the actual kilometers in distance, 5 kilometers. And then after that, I'm going to put 9 beads on after this, and this is going to represent the actual meters. So I'm going to push down my 5 beads, and as you can see, I already have my 9 other beads on here. That's going to represent the meters. And once I'm done pulling these all down, then I'm going to tie off the end, and this will stop the beads from actually coming off of the paracord itself. So in order to do this, you're basically going to just do an overhand knot. Just take it, loop it, and then pull it through and tie an end at this piece and put it as close as possible to the end so that you don't have to have a lot of end piece on it, and you know, clear it up, cinch it up and stuff here. As you can see, I'm pulling on it, and this is going to create that end piece that's going to be on the very bottom of our actual ranger bead part. Okay, and then I'm going to actually pull the actual paracord, makes it all nice and straight and cinched through so that's all perfect the way I want it to be. And there we go. Now I'm going to make the second knot. I'm going to spread this out a little bit, give myself some space, and that second knot's going to be so I can stop the actual 5 kilometer beads
so they don't go intertwining into my meter beads. So I'm just going to pull it through, do another overhand knot, and pull it all the way through. I'm going to find the area that I want it to be at, and then I'm going to cinch it down there, and that'll be finished at this point. And so therefore now I have an area for my meter beads on my left hand side, and for my kilometer beads on my right hand side, the 5 kilometer beads, and I'm almost basically finished. At the end I'm going to do another overhand knot. Here I'm going to be pulling these 2 ends through, and this is so I can stop it so that all the beads themselves will have nowhere to go besides staying on the paracord itself. And I'm going to pull this piece all the way through, cinch it down nice and firm, and then of course lastly we're going to singe off the actual end piece. And when we cinch off the end piece, we're just basically going to be taking, of course, the matches that we have here, light it. Paracord is very easy to actually melt and very simple to be used in a flame. So you're going to see I'm going to put the match up here. It starts melting the actual paracord itself quickly, and then last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take pliers and actually singe off that piece and let it squish together so that the wax of it, in a sense, mends together. And once I have a nice glued piece and stuff, I'll trim it just a tad so that we can actually kind of cut down on the excess of the actual paracord that's left. And hey, now we're pretty much done. We have our Ranger cord. I'm going to attach it to my backpack, do basically a loop where I'm going to pull it through itself, also known as a pressic knot, and we're done. There we go. Paracord 550 Ranger beads ready to go for land navigation.
So now that you know how to make Ranger beads, get out there, have fun, and enjoy land navigation. We'll see you around.